Good morning, or I guess I should say good afternoon, you beautiful ladies and gentlemen, soldiers, fighters, and bards, wizards, and sorcerers, and warlocks, etc. If you're wondering why I'm making those weird titles up and such as we go, and you're wondering what this screen is lying upon, welcome to the start of our Baldur's Gate 3 run. So, I've been really into I got into Baldur's Gate 3 and D&D and stuff. And so I started playing Baldur's Gate at some point last year. I think it was somewhere probably in July or September, probably September, October-ish. And I'd started playing Baldur's Gate 3 for the first time. And it took me a while until about November, but I had beat my first playthrough of it, and from within beating my first playthrough, I became really I loved the game, and I started a second run, and then I put that run off until a while ago because I had started it, done some stuff, and then put it off. But now I am back doing my second run, and I thought, what would be a better time than when I'm really in the active mood and loving D&D and in general was loving this game, as it honestly has become my favorite game over Red Dead Redemption 2, which is something that's really hard to beat for me, to start Baldur's Gate 3. And I think it's going to be a great time um, with you all here and whatnot, because we are going to do a little bit of a more interesting situation for this run. And what I mean by that is we are going to be basically playing Baldur's Gate 3, but our character creation and our romance is going to be based off of dice rolls. Now, what do I mean by that? Basically, we'll see how many options each thing has, essentially, or unless we just don't want it, like, necessarily, and we'll roll for it and see what we can kind of build based off of that. And then we'll build a little backstory at the end of the character creation that will just give us a basis of what to run off of, and we will use that to actually, you know, formulate how the run goes and how our character's behavior will be. And like I said, we will also roll for our romance, being that, or potentially we'll see if I change my mind of having no romance. We'll see what happens. But let's go ahead and get started, because I think I have to adjust at least one setting, maybe a few, before we start. As you can see on the right hand side, that is my current character, Solder. Uh, very excited to keep her going and whatnot. So options, we're gonna need to go to options. I'm not sure exactly what I'm looking for, or where it's at, but I know ideally what the setting is that I need to turn off or turn on. Just give me a second here to look through it. Probably interface. Um, hmm. Book text says. We are actually going to be reading books in this playthrough as well, because we want to get as much of the lore and as much stuff as we can done. So, I think that'll be fun. No text background, no. That's fine. No, that's fine. Add arrows on my thing. Really? So you could turn that off too? Or how does that work? I'm not sure. Um, I'm not sure what all this exactly means. I'll have to look all that up. Accessibility? Is this what I'm looking for? No genitals. We're gonna turn that off. I don't know if I need to turn off sexual violence cinematics. Um, Essentially. Hmm. Let me look up explicit content really quick while we're here. Give me a second. Okay, so I'm trying to figure this out because I don't want to turn off everything, right? Like I want violent scenes stuff. Mm. Trying to figure out how I just turn it off without, because like yeah, I could turn this off, but then that's not gonna affect this, you know? I probably should just turn this off. Is it in gameplay? Did we already look here? I don't think it was in gameplay, right? No. So it's gotta just be this few options and explicit content. I think we're just gonna have to turn them both off. Hmm. Hold on. Let me look one more thing up, and then we can figure this out. I promise, guys, I want to get started here soon. I just need to figure this out. Hmm. I just don't want to get, you know, taken down. But I'm not seeing anything I'm looking for. Okay. Here's how I'm gonna put this. Apparently, it shows ideally when a sex scene or something like that would happen, or you should know, I guess ideally. Um, and if not, this would be probably our first like offense, so it would only probably take down the video and not actually get me banned. And then from that point on, we would learn to turn everything off. Because apparently there's no way to turn it off to where you can see the violent scenes but not the sex scenes. So I don't know why it's that way, but it is. So, we're going to go ahead and start a new game. What? Hold on. How many save slots do I have? Let me go through and delete my save slots for my other saves. Delete some of them, so that we can have room for this. So can you not, like, have multiple people on one playthrough? That's what I'm trying to figure out. Because then I feel like you just get messed up, right? If you can't have a certain amounts. But maybe that's just me. Now I'm gonna look that up. I know I'm like stalling badly, but I promise. You know. Hmm. I'm just saying this because it keeps saying that to me multiple times, so I'm like, you can only have 35 to 50 total save slots cleared across all your characters. That's kind of lame, don't you think? kind of lame, don't you think? No, you can't like have the saves working in that way. I know I'm stalling very badly. But I apologize. I'm looking these things up to make sure that we'll be okay. I'll go through and delete a few other saves. I'm trying to just overwrite saves on my playthroughs anyway. Okay. I guess now we should be able to start. Ideally. So let me pull the stream back up and then I will test the audio and hopefully we'll be okay to start then. Alright, it seems fine to me, so we're just gonna start a new game. And hopefully everything will be okay. So yeah, let's go ahead and get started. New game. So, we have Explorer, a narrative experience placing story before combat. There's a balanced adventure full of challenging choices. Tactician, a tough campaign emphasizing strategic combat. Honor, a fraught, a deadly campaign awaits, limited to a single save file. Or you have Custom, which is essentially you can make your own rules and stuff like that. And you can do all of that crap. Which we're not gonna do. Custom. We're not gonna do Honor, because I haven't done that myself. I'm not gonna do Tactician, because I haven't done that yet. But we are going to do Balanced. Balanced adventure full of challenging choices. So let's do it. Welcome to the world of Baldur's Gate, everyone. Alright. Now it is time for character customization. Welcome back, blah 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 blah. Reset tutorials so you guys can understand everything. So if you know anything about D&D, you probably know what had just happened. Well, some of what just happened there. And if not, welcome. And you'll learn and stuff together. So, like I said, this is going to be completely. We're going to try to build a little bit with dice and with a little bit of our own mix. So, for your origin, you have the choice between your custom character or the origin characters, which are all pretty cool in their own ways and can make certain things with it. But for now, for this playthrough, we're going to go custom. I plan on doing origin runs by myself at some point. Maybe they'll put some stuff on here, because I have plenty of ideas for this game, for this channel, and, you know, for Instinct Plats to do a platinum thing on it, and for Instinct Grinds to do some challenge runs. I have some ideas. So, I guess the first thing we have to figure out is if we are male or if we are female. Essentially. Right? So, I'll say I'll roll it. I'm gonna roll. I'll roll a d20. Lower than 10 and lower is female. 11 or higher is male. It's an 11. So we are going to be a male. And now we have the choice either between body type 2, which is like a regular sized, or body type 4, which is more of a beefier kind of vibe. So, body type 2, 10 or lower. Body type 4, 11 or higher. That is a 16. So I guess we're doing body type 4, which is something I've actually never done before. Alright. Let's do this thing. So, for races, we have Elf, Tiefling, Drow, Human, Githyanki, Dwarf, Half-Elf, Halfling, Gnome, Dragonborn, and Half-Orc. So that is a total of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 of these. So, for that, I'm going to roll the d12. Speaking of which, where is my d12? Oh, did I lose my d12? Oh, this is not good. No, this is a d12. What am I on about? Hold on, I'm being stupid. 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. Percentile, d20. Oh my god, sorry, I almost just freaked out for a minute there. I was like, did I lose my dice? 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so I'm gonna roll a d12. Numbers are accordingly. Hopefully we don't get 12. 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Human. Okay. I mean, I've never done a human before. So with human, it has a speed of 9 meters. You get Civil Militia, a proficiency with spears, pikes, halberds, and glaives, and our proficiency with light armor and shields. So you select an additional skill to be proficient in, and your carrying capacity is increased by a quarter. And then you get all these proficiencies. I guess we're going human. It's gonna be interesting. I've never done a human before. I usually don't like doing humans because of how many diverse classes there actually are, or races. So, we have Barbarian, Bard, Cleric, Druid, Fighter, Monk, Paladin, Ranger, Rogue, Sorcerer, Warlock, and Wizard. That is 12 classes, so we're going to roll the d12, and I guess we're about to find out what happens here. 5. Oh boy, what is this one? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're doing Fighter. That's interesting, because I just started a playthrough with one of my friends, and I'm also doing Fighter on that. So this is actually very, very interesting. But I'm okay with it, because, you know, this is a run secluded specifically to this. Because I'm not going to play this like any other time other than on stream. So I'm okay with it because of that reason. And, you know, I'm going to do plenty of playthroughs of this game in the future. Trust me, I will. At some point, I might even switch to PC and do PC runs because of the way that PC actually works. If I get it on PC and it actually can run the game. So, with Fighter, we get Second Wind, which allows us to use our bonus action to heal a little bit. Strength saving throw proficiency, Constitution saving throw proficiency, simple weapon proficiency, martial weapon, light armor, medium armor, heavy armor, shield proficiency. All of those. And then our passive, we can choose one of the passives. So either archery, which gives us a +2 to range weapon attacks. Defense gives us a +1 to armor class while wearing armor. Dueling, when you are wielding a melee weapon that is not two-handed in one hand, and no weapon in the other, you deal an additional 2 damage with that weapon, and you can carry a shield in your free hand and still get the bonus. Great weapon fighting. When you roll a 1 or 2 on a damage die for an attack with a two-handed melee weapon, that die is re-rolled once, which could be pretty cool. Instead of, because right now I've got a fighter with defense, so I might do this one and, you know, spice it up a little bit. Actually, we might do the dice roll. Figure that out. Now that I think about it. Protection. When you have a shield, impose disadvantage on an attack against your allies. Disadvantage on an attack against your allies when you're within 1.5 meters. You must be able to see the attacker. And 2, weapon fighting. When you make an attack with your offhand weapon, you can add your ability modifier to damage the attack. So that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh boy. I hope I get something good. I really hope I get something good from this. I've only ever used defense on a fighter. I got a 1. So that is archery. So we get a +2 bonus to ranged weapons attacks. See, I feel like that's gonna be good, but at the same time that's gonna be bad if we're not using a bow. You know what I mean? So we are gonna have to definitely use the ranged weapon as well as our melee weapon for this. I told you this is gonna be completely based off the dice rolls for the most part. And then we'll make up a backstory at the end to fit our actual gameplay. Alright, background. This one's gonna be difficult. Did we go over what the races say? Oh, they don't. They actually do have stuff on them. Okay, I want to go over some of the things that, because I want to read a lot of stuff. So, for human, the most common face in Faerun. Humans are known for their tenacity, creativity, and endless capacity for growth. Fighters have mastered the art of combat, wielding weapons with unmatched skill and wearing armor like a second skin. Alright, so backgrounds. We have Acolyte. You spent your life in service to a temple, learning sacred rites and providing sacrifices to the god or gods you worship. Serving the gods and discovering their sacred works will guide you to greatness. And that gives us a proficiency in insight and a proficiency in religion. Charlatan. You're an expert in manipulation, prone to exaggeration, and more than happy to profit from it. Bending the truth and turning allies against each other will lead to greater success down the road. That gives us proficiency in deception and sleight of hand. Criminal. You have a history of breaking the law and survive by leveraging less than legal connections. Profiting from criminal enterprise will lead to greater opportunities in the future. That gives us deception and stealth. Entertainer. You live to sway and subvert your audience, engaging common crowds and high society alike. Preserving art and bringing joy to the hapless and downtrodden heightens your charismatic aura. That gives us acrobatics and performance. Folk hero. You're a champion of the common people, challenging tyrants and monsters to protect the helpless. Saving innocents in imminent danger will make your legend grow. That gives us animal handling and survival. Guild artisan. Your skill in a particular craft has earned you membership in a mercantile guild, offering privileges and protection while engaging in your art. Repairing and discovering rare crafts will bring new inspiration. That gives us insight and persuasion. Noble. You were raised in a family among the social elite, accustomed to power and privilege. Accumulating renown, power, and loyalty will raise your status. That gives us history and persuasion. Outlander. You grew up in the wilds, learning to survive far from the comforts of civilization. Surviving unusual hazards of the wild will enhance your prowess and understanding. That gives us athletics and survival. Sage. You are curious and well-read, with an unending thirst for knowledge. Learning about rare lore of the world will inspire you to put this knowledge to greater purpose. That gives us arcana and history. Soldier. You are trained in battlefield tactics and combat. Having served in a militia, mercenary company, or officer corps, show smart tactics and bravery on the battlefield to enhance your prowess. That gives us athletics and intimidation. And then we have Urchin. After surviving a poor and bleak childhood, you know how to make the most out of very little. Using your street smarts bolsters your spirit for the journey ahead. So that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So for that, I'm going to roll the d12. And we'll see what we get. 7. So this would be 11. 10, 9, 8, 7. Noble. That is not the one I would have gone with, but I'm okay with it. You were raised in a family among the social elite, accustomed to power and privilege. Accumulating renown, power, and loyalty will raise your status. So we get proficiency in history, and we get a proficiency in persuasion. Which is very interesting. I would not have gone with Noble. But we'll keep that in mind for our backstory that we create here in a little bit. Alright, abilities. So here's the thing. Considering that we have our current passive of archery, we may want to put some points into dexterity to help with that. But our background gives us proficiency in history and persuasion, which persuasion would be charisma. So we very well might want to put something in charisma too. So, wisdom. What if we bring wisdom down, right? It's like a 10. So it's +0. Senses and intuition. Charisma. We brought charisma up to a 10. Dexterity's at a 13, which isn't terrible, but you would want that at like an even number. So strength at 17 is not really the even number, you know what I mean? So that either probably needs to be 16 or 17 or 18. That's what I would think. We can also put our bonuses into different things if we need to. So for +2 and our +1 bonuses. Strength's our main stat, so we want strength to be like the highest, followed by constitution. Should we just use the recommended? I feel like the recommended doesn't help me because of our background. But to make this easy, maybe we should just do the recommended. Let's just do that, shall we? We'll just go with the recommended. See where it fits us. Racial skills. So our proficiency is currently within survival. Now, do we want to change that, or do we want to leave it? Because we have a +1 naturally. Should we do a roll for this? I feel like this is something we could do a roll for, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Oh god, okay. I'm gonna roll a d20. I got a 13. So that would be deception. So we'd have a plus, if we did that, we have a +1 in deception. Instead of a +3 in survival. I mean, we can do that. It is what the dice said to do, so. Skill proficiency. Acrobatics and intimidation. Now, is that because of... What is that because of? Is that because of this? Fighter. It's not because of our race. I think it's just because of skill proficiencies. So I guess like we probably should do something here, right? So let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Alright, I'll roll the d8 then. Let's see. That is a 6. So we had 7. So survival. So we'd have a -1 in intimidation, +3 in survival. So we're not going to be super intimidating. But we do have our survival back that we just lost. Oh, we have 2 of these. Okay. Since we have 2 of them, let's do it again. But this time I do the d6 so that we don't get the same number. So do 6 instead of 7. And don't do survival. 2. It's already there at acrobatics. Okay. Appearance. Now this is where I'm like, do we roll the dice, or do we just wing it? Our body type, was that a type? It was a type 4, right? So we're kind of beefy. We already did that one, because that was at the beginning. We were a male. Voice.
What was that?
How do you test the voice again? Without having to do that.
Hells. Something just woke up down here.
Okay, so is that one?
Be wary.
It's opened.
2.
I wonder what's back there.
More of those.
There's magic keeping this chest
3.
sealed. I can feel its aura.
Where to next?
What was that?
4.
Let's hope the.
So there's a total of 4
Something just woke up down
for
here.
males. I got 1.
It's opened.
So it's this
I wonder
one.
what's back there.
Alright, face. Let's see. Let's try to customize with dice, and then if it turns out terrible, and I'll be honest, if it turns out terrible, I probably will change some of it. Because I don't want us to look like absolute crap. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, we have 7. So let's do the d8. Like I said, if it turns out too terrible, we'll change it. I'm gonna be honest with you. We'll change it. We can do this process again if we do another like stream series of this. And challenge runs and stuff like that. We can do this process again. Got a 5. I'm okay with that one. It's not terrible. Now, there's like 1,000 of these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 rows. How many columns? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And there were 7 rows. Times the 9. That's 63. But subtract the 3, so it's 60. Alright. So I'm gonna roll the percentile die, which has to 100. I got 50, and then I'm gonna roll. I'm gonna roll the where is it? The D10 to see what other number we get. And if we got like a 60, then it's different. But 58. All right. So this would be 60. So and this is 59. This would be 58. Never played as how do I explain it? Never played it like this. Usually play as different. But okay. I mean, we'll see. Maturity. I'm gonna do the percentile. 70. Okay. So I would say like 100 is like all the way at the max, right? And then 70 would be like here, probably. Oh, does maturity really change that much? It does. Holy. I've never really seen maturity change that much. Let's say like, probably like here-ish. Freckles. I got a 50, so it's like halfway. Like there. The intensity. 10. So put it forward a little bit. Can't really make them out. Vitiligo. Do we want vitiligo? The pigmentation? Nope, I put that one down. I'm not gonna go with pigmentation. I don't really do pigmentation on my characters a lot. Scarring. There's a total of 9. So D10. Oh god, almost just lost my dice. 8. That has to be the one that I don't like. Had to be the one that I like. If I had to get any of them, this would be the one that I'm like, ugh, I don't want. But, I mean, the dice rolls, we'll see what it looks like at the end. We'll see. Maybe he's just been through some stuff, you know? Why does it say no scarring? As I clearly have put a scar on him. Genitals, I'm not even gonna worry about it. Alright, how many eye colors we have? 1, 2, 3. We have 4 rows. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So, what is 9 times 3? 27. And then 28, 29, 30, 31, 32. Okay. So, rolling the percentile die, hoping to get 30 or lower. That's a 40. That's an 00. So that's a 10. Right? No, 10's actually on here, so that's lower than 10. Okay. So then, where's my D10? And that's a 5. So that would be blue of that color. I'm not gonna do heterochromia. Tattoos! This is gonna get interesting. How many of these are there? There's 3 columns. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. 15 rows times 3, that's what, 30, 45? Alright, I'm going for 40 or less. 30. D10. 34. That's 3, 6, 9, 12, 15. God, why am I doing this? 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34. Guys, I'm gonna be honest with you, I'm not liking what I'm making it. I'm not liking it. We might go back. We might go backwards. I don't like it. The color 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Basically 7. So 63 and 62. We got 35. 9, 18, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35. Oh my god. Guys, can I go back? Can I go back? Can I can I go back? I'm gonna be honest with you guys, I'm going back. I love you guys, and I love that I thought of this idea, but not for this run. This is our first run on stream. The rest of it was dice. Everything else was dice. I'm gonna do the body myself. I'll still keep the 4 and the male and the voice. And honestly, I'll probably keep the face. But some of this stuff, I'm gonna go through and make it kind of our own here. I know you guys are gonna like shoot me in the face, but with the backstory that I'm thinking in my head, I've got ideas. I just have to find the right things. Guys, you guys will just trust me on this, okay? I've got it all planned out. It's all gonna come to fruition, tuition. I don't know what I'm saying anymore. Somebody shut me up. Hmm. You guys just gotta hear me out on this, okay? Trust me. Trust me. In due time, it will all come together, and the backstory will really reveal the reasoning behind it. I know we were going with the dice roll, but we did the dice roll for everything else, so I feel like that should be accustomed to enough dice rolling, okay? And everything will come together. I think. Excuse me. I hope. Hmm. Back down to the bottom. Alright, this is where I'm gonna go. I don't know what I'm gonna do with this. It's gonna take us some time to look at for a minute. Till I figure out the exact thing that fits what's in my brain. So you'll have to give us a little bit of time. And maybe while I'm doing this, let's do this so that we're not here forever, because we've been here for almost an hour. Let's go over backstory while we're doing a little bit of creation. So essentially, he is, of course, a fighter. We'll get into the name afterwards when we get to the naming part. He is a fighter, noble. Essentially, he was, he trained with, he was born as a noble, to his father's line. Within a, can't think of what I'm thinking, but within a area, a very high nobility. He trained he was within his father's noble line, and within his father's noble line, he had trained with his father's royal guard, and that is why he has the class of fighter. He trained with his father's royal guard, most oftenly losing to them, but sometimes he would come out on top, and he believed it to be as the guards were going easy on him, but he was actually getting much, much stronger as he kept doing the ways that he was doing. And upon that, one day, the House of Nobility, like the castle, I don't think it was, I'm not gonna put a castle, but like the House of Nobility that he was in, and the area that he lived in, was sieged by a hunting party of orcs, essentially. And they set ablaze to basically his whole hometown, and along with his hometown was, of course, his house of nobility and everything. And within that, he lost his father, who he looked up to very much as high nobility. He lost his father within that, and that is why he has the burn mark across his face, as you can see, is because he got caught in the house fire trying to find his father, and actually got caught in the fire before he could get out, and took some serious damage to that. So now he has become of the class of fighter from training with his father's royal guard, and has taken those skills into becoming sort of an adventurer, and is trying to find some sort of way to either help his people, maybe find some of his people that were lost within his nobility line, or like the town or area that he grew up within. And while he's also doing that, he is he's helping other people with their goals and stuff like that, trying to help a lot of things. And he is also trying to enact... God, my throat is killing me. He is trying to enact revenge upon the Goblin Party that had basically saundered his hometown and home, and took and sent it into flames. So that is basically the kind of backstory we're rocking with. I'm trying to find a good hair for him. Within my options, of course. I don't mean to keep zooming out like that. Just keep pressing that button to turn and it does it. I kind of like this one. That, or I would say, where is it? This one? But I think I just did this one for my most recent character I'm doing with my friend. I think it was that one. So I think I'm going to do Mythmaker, I think. That seems to be the best for what I'm trying to go for here. Essentially. Alright. Over his time, I think he would have grown maybe a little bit of facial hair. I don't know how much exactly. Because he would, when he gets the opportunity, kind of take a knife and cut the facial hair off. So it's not like a whole lot, I would feel like. But he would do somewhat of something, I feel like. Potentially. If I find anything that fits him. So I'm thinking this, maybe this, or something of the different. So I don't want like a full thing. I feel like that's a lot, to be honest with you. Well, I feel like that is a lot. Then I feel like that is like not enough. Hmm. Let's kind of zoom out. That one. That one brings more of a statement. I could go with the goatee. How does he look plain? I know this is gonna take forever, but this is kind of the point of doing this. So you figure out in time. I think I might do this concise statement. Maybe we can change it later if we don't like it. Hair color? I didn't really think too much about this, but then I'm trying to think a little out of the box. Like, he's not, like, old, particularly. Like, he's still fairly young. Like, late 20s. Hmm. I kind of like the vibes that it had on there, the black brown. Highlights, I'm actually thinking about doing some highlights for him, but I'm not sure how much that would fit, you know? Like, what if I did some yellow, like, highlights? Oh god, you can make that, like, really yellow. Holy, that's like his whole head. What if I did some, like, yellow highlights? Like, just slight concise highlights. Maybe like a blue. Because his family lineage is kind of represented by blue. That's why he has the tattoo across his neck for the rose. Would have meant something to his mother, and he took the blue indent for that. Maybe I could see a little bit of blue in the head. I don't know if like that bright, but like a little bit. To kind of represent his family lineage to a, you know, certain bit. Would it be like a dark blue like that? Probably. I feel like some of these you can't even see unless they're like really concise. But you can kind of see this one. I think we'll do that. He's not graying. He's not old enough for that yet. So, this is our concurrent character. And what are we naming him, you might ask? I'm thinking a little bit um, about the name. It doesn't show up on the screen. Uh, what I'm the little box to name him. But I'm thinking. I've been thinking, and I've got a few things in mind. So I'm gonna mess around with a few things here and see if I can figure out something that would fit him. Hmm. Let's see. I've got some ideas. Okay. Hold on, give me a second here. Got like two that I'm trying to figure out. Hmm. I like this one. So his name is going to be Istir. 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 Now, you might think, we are finally out of character creation. Hooray, it only took us an hour. Wrong. Now we have to do his guardian. Now I had a few options of this one. I was thinking either his mother, which he lost at a very young age, or his father, who he very much stood up to. And it'd be weird for him to see his father. So I think I'm going to try to do his father. That's what I think I'm going to try to do here.
Remarkable.
Good luck.
His father would kind of have the same, I feel like, kind of vibes. A little bit, but not exactly. Like the same face, I think, would fit. About the same tone there. Maturity is going to be up. Like pretty high up here. His freckles kind of comes from his mom, so it's not, his dad doesn't really have the freckles to it. Scarring. He does have some scarring on him, I will admit. From what I could think of what's popping in my head about him. And that would be something like this. Or something like this. And I'm thinking this one. You can see there's some around the neck and some around the eye where he would have been maybe slashed by something. Because he was, you know, previously part of a war. Eye color would be that same kind of color. He gets his eye color from his daddy. Tattoo? I don't know if he would have the tattoo. You know what I mean? He wouldn't really have the tattoo. Pretty simple hairstyle. Gonna try not to think too hard on this. Gonna really try not to think that hard, but I'm thinking hard now. I would say something like this, like, as his father kind of went more into nobility over what he used to be as like a soldier for the guard and stuff like that, he would have grown out his hair a little bit. And that facial hair, he probably would have had something like this. Hair color? He would definitely be graying by his age. Depends on how kind of a gray. I think that kind of gray. Highlights? Nah. Graying intensity needs to go up. Would all of his hair be gray? I think about it because I could do black with like gray intensity. I think would actually be pretty cool. I like the graying intensity be pretty decent. Blue. You know, you could do if I can do graying is just like a different color that's not gray. Alright. So I think that is going to be the Guardian, which is going to be basically his father. Right at before he died, essentially. So, It is now time for Istir to venture forth into the world of what we know as Faerun and the game known as Baldur's Gate 3. Here we go. I don't know exactly how long the rest of the stream's gonna be, since we're already an hour deep. Might only do another hour, might do an hour and a half-ish to 2. I'm not sure. Character customization I knew was gonna take us a little bit. The ship is being attacked by dragons that seem to be having Gift Yankee riders. Essentially, you have to think about this. Our character, he's a high nobility, he know about some things, but not everything. He was like kind of study, but he wasn't high on his studies, more as training with the actual guard of his town. Which I actually thought of a name for the town called Norfront. N-O-R and then front. Norfront. Uh-oh. Hopefully the ship doesn't blow up, because we're kind of on top. We're on it. Welcome to good old Avernus. Okay. Now we officially get to jump in. Aboard this ship. Character did readings, but didn't read all that much. I mess with this character. I mess with him. Okay.
Oh, my head.
His steer is now ready to go forth.
I'd still be stuck inside if we hadn't been attacked.
We are going to try to read all of the journal entries as they come up. Basic movement. Start your adventure. Use to move. Then you can toggle the selection cursor if you want to move like this. I would only move like this if I was playing PC, ideally. Or if I was in combat, which I'm not playing on PC. So, journal. We have our main quest. Escape the Nautiloid. Objectives. Find a way off the Nautiloid. We've been abducted by mind flayers and infected with some kind of parasite. We need to find a way off this ship. And you'll hear that voice kind of ring in the back of your head. Because that is what his tier would talk like.
Someone else got out.
And he is very confused right now, so he's definitely going to be examining things.
Might be other survivors.
This is the pool that thing came from. The parasite now writhing behind your eye.
Reach toward the pool. Investigate the pool. Or leave. Istir would definitely not look at this pool that this parasite came from and just touch it. So he's gonna look at it. Skill checks. General tutorial. Some dialogue options require a skill check. A dice roll that must meet or exceed a target number. Your character's skills add a bonus to this roll. So we don't really get a bonus because we have nothing to either decrease or increase our intelligence. So let's do it. We got a 10.
The casing is fragile. The slightest touch could cause it to crumble.
Alright. With that investigation, he now knows. Sorry, just putting my dice away, so we don't need them anymore. That he is not going to touch the pool. It's not worth the danger that's going to come with it.
Not everyone made it out alive.
Yep. Seems that a lot has been
Wonder who's inside.
crashed and dealt with.
Where the hells are we?
Istir here did not do his readings on this stuff, so he has no clue what's going on.
Lucky I made it out.
He knows what Avernus is if he would look outside.
I'll take that.
A ruined slate.
Visions project into your mind. A nautiloid hurtling through the plains, resplendent with psionic energy.
He wouldn't know what an alloy is. God. That one got obliterated. Okay, we got some money. Now Istir, he's the kind that would look around and examine because of what's happened to him in the past. Not noticing the orc raid. Not noticing the things he missed. The people. The lives lost.
Dead. Good. Made it out.
I mean, you got kidnapped by these things. Yeah, he wouldn't want them dead. A chalice and some gold. Can I get over there? Anything? I don't think there's anything over there. Alright. Touch the tentacles.
Hot. I feel
Didn't get hit for anything,
better.
but now we know what that does. Here's our character sheet. All the stuff that we have on us currently. We don't currently have a bow, we have a sword. We have a long sword. And we have some scale mail. We have proficiency with a lot of different things right now. So, we'll find out what we end up using in due time.
Images of goblins, their habits and histories flash into your mind.
Doesn't have a necessary hatred towards goblins. Maybe a slight one, but not necessarily a big one.
A schematic of a nautiloid flashes into your mind. Nerves, sinews, as much living being as ship. A feeling penetrates your mind. An anomaly, one like ourselves, unconnected from the whole. Caution. Worlds beyond worlds flash before your eyes. Empires of a grand design traversed by ships just like this.
Mind flayer horticulture.
You wouldn't know about mind flayers.
1,000 years of
Don't lie to yourself,
humanoid
Istir.
history. Elves, dwarves, humans, and more flash behind your eyes.
Can I examine this book file? No. Okay.
We are trapped.
Hello? Who goes there? That's what Istir would say.
Yes, you've come to save us from this place. From this place you'll free us.
The exposed brain quivers in expectation.
Please. Before they return. They return.
Who am I talking to? A man or a brain?
A newborn. Born new from this husk.
You know no creature like this. One that is more brain than person.
You sound afraid. Why?
The enemy. So many enemies.
I think you're past the point of saving. Tell me what to do.
Remove us from this body. From this case. Free us. Please.
Inspect the exposed brain. Break the skull. Gently prise the brain. Prise the brain from the skull. Destroy the brain. What would Istir do? He's gonna try to help. At least in some way that he can. Break the skull. He's trained with the guard. Oh god. I guess I should do a secret roll technically, right?
But you notice
Because I haven't rolled for romance.
You could cripple the strange
I should do a
creature, making it more
I should do a secret
subservient
roll.
should it prove a threat.
Alright. Mutilate the brain. Let's attempt it. Just in case he becomes a threat. Nope. There's 7 romance options. So I'm gonna roll. If I find it, I'll roll my d8. And then I'll keep it in my brain as to who we're actually romancing, depending on what we roll. That thing seems to be gone. That didn't work out well. Intriguing. Alright. Well. I've got who I speculate we're gonna romance. The reason I say speculate is because it might change depending on how Istir takes it, you know? It might leave romance up to chance for Istir. I'm trying to be like lenient with it a little bit because I know this is like our first playthrough or whatever. Technically our first playthrough here, so I want to be like lenient a little bit and kind of feel into the playthrough, and then we can do more of those kind of dice rolls and challenge runs and stuff on other occasions. Whoa. This here looks out into the world.
Abomination. This is your end. Your head throbs and your skin tingles. Visions rush past. A dragon's wing, a silver sword, and a flash of your face seen through the strange woman's eyes. Oh, my head. What is this? Skvar, you are no thrall. Vlaakith blesses me this day. Together, we might survive.
Okay. What would this do? Who are you?
Who am I? Your only chance of survival.
What made you think I was a thrall?
We carry mind flayer parasites. Unless we escape, unless we are cleansed, our bodies and minds will be tainted and twisted. Within days, we will be Geich, mind flayers.
He has no clue what that means. What do you suggest?
First, we exterminate the imps. Then we find the helm and take control of the ship. We will address the matter of a cure for this infection once we reach the material plane.
Okay. Combat. General tutorial. Get ready to fight. Combat happens in rounds, and each participant gets a turn to act. The game pauses around you during combat, so you have time to plan your actions. Your turn. During your turn, you can move, take an action, and take a bonus action. You can see your actions and bonus actions in their action radio menu. So Lae'zel is level 1, get Yankee, and is also a fighter. So we have currently 2 fighters on the team. Alright. Go get him, Lae'zel. Ending your turn. When you finish taking actions and moving, press the end turn button. Triangle, press to end your turn. So, other than that, we could do Second Wind, which would heal. Pommel Strike, make a non-lethal attack against an enemy and possibly daze them, which we don't have enough movement to get to anybody. Or we could jump, we could shove, we could dip, or we could use Vision Healing, which I don't think we have an option to dip anywhere, because it's not like fire or poison or anything. So I guess let's move you a little bit forward.
Still breathing, despite everything.
Then Istir. He's gonna do a rush attack towards this imp. He wants to get out of here. Didn't do enough damage. So he's gonna do a pommel strike now. Knock him out. Loot his corpse while he's here. Nope. You can equip an item in your character sheet. Open game menu and open character sheet. So here. And then you just go over it and you can equip it. But you would need an action to do that in battle. Alright. Let's get him closer. If we had another action, we could hit him, but we don't. So we'll stay right there. Alright. Lae'zel, you want to take a bow shot? Because Lae'zel has a bow. Go for a range shot. Alright. You have enough to get up to him? No. Alright. Move a little bit closer. Stay back there. Let Istir finish the job. Alright. Istir's gonna go ahead and loot up. Companions. Some allies can join you on your adventure. You control them the same way you do with your character. Select a character, and then you can choose between what character you want to use. Potion of healing? Leave no survivors, Istir would say. And he would finish the imp that he knocked out earlier. Take as much stuff as he can. Yeah, we can go ahead and restore stuff here. Does that restore my rush attack? It does. Okay, cool.
Ship won't be able to take another dragon attack. We need to get out before it's too late.
Alright, we got a short bow from that, which I would say that Istir would use a short bow or a bow over a crossbow. So. We got a simple robe we could put on, but Istir wants some armor. Now, do we want him to use a longsword? We could use a scimitar, use hand axes, short sword. I think for now he'd use a longsword. We'll use a longsword for now. And he doesn't know too much about Lae'zel, so he doesn't exactly trust her to give her anything. He's just trusting her a little bit to try to help get off this ship, which is now heard 15,000 times called the Nautiloid. So he only knows what it's called because of that. Alright, do we have another objective yet? We do. Reach the helm. We met a Githyanki named Lae'zel. She told us we can escape if we reach the ship's helm. And we're still on the same quest, just now a different objective. Alright.
Ghaik machinery. I can make no sense of it.
Let's see if Lae'zel has anything else to say.
Not now. We must go to the helm.
Hard not to ask questions. Why the helm?
Control over the ship. Or do you wish to die here?
Intelligence is only a 10, so I really should have put our charisma up, because it would make sense for him. Take precise control over your character's movement and execute the cursor.
Another mystery.
Okay.
Can't read the script.
He has no clue what any of these buttons do. Eeny, meeny, miny. Whoa, catch a tiger by its toe. If it hollers at it, go, eeny, meeny, miny, mo!
Psionic energy radiates from the prisoners, but they do not react.
Okay. I won't take a risk again.
Man isn't dead, but he's totally unresponsive.
Maybe I should help him.
Light flickers in his eyes, but he seems totally unaware of his surroundings.
I'll leave them for now. Woman needs saving.
You! Get me out of this damn thing! We have no time for stragglers.
Look for a latch that might open the lid.
The construction is too alien. Nothing looks familiar.
This ship is crashing. Do you intend to die for a stranger?
The pod's stuck fast. I can't free you.
Wait! That can't be. There has to be another way. Please! It cannot be helped. Come.
Rescue the Illithid's captive. Objective: to find a way to release the captive. We encountered a survivor, trapped inside one of the pods aboard the Nautiloid. Perhaps we can find a way to free her. Alright. I guess let's look around. There's a button here, some sort.
The console appears dormant.
Look for a switch or release. Hit it. Leave. Look for a switch or release.
Mechanisms are completely unrecognizable.
Oh! We're being ambushed!
You are not us! You must be terminated!
We're being ambushed. Going to lacerate. Take him down.
What now?
Go. Try to knock him out. Ah. Leave no survivor. He doesn't trust any of these creatures. Let's try this again, shall we?
The console appears dormant.
For a switch or
Mechanisms
release.
are completely unrecognizable at first, but then you spy an empty socket.
Well, I'm not gonna hit it. You can't trust it exactly.
Faint images appear in your mind. A brain, a Githyanki warrior, and centuries of darkness.
Dark mind.
A brain in a jar.
Intriguing.
Needs a key.
You need thieves' tools to pick a lock, or you can find its key. We have no thieves' tools. Let's go. I guess let's go look in this room where they came from. Okay, we got a key. Certain items such as keys, ingredients, camp supplies are sorted into handy containers in your inventory. Open the menu and then go in your inventory. We have alchemy stuff, camp supplies, and keychain. Let's keep going.
How many hosts of these gay infected?
A dazed woman is trapped inside the pod. She doesn't notice you.
Okay. There's a button. Place your hand on the console. Maybe this lets the other
As you
prisoner
place
free.
your hand on the pod, you hear something. A presence connected to the pod, commanding the person inside to change.
What? Oh, no. What have I done?
Change her. Changed at the pull of a lever. How? If we are not purified, this may be our fate.
Oh no.
We need to get out of here before it's our turn. Another brain.
Eldritch Wound.
This might unlock those controls next to the pod.
Okay. We found an Eldritch Rune. It might help us release the captive half-elf. Alright, let's go try to release her. Hopefully it doesn't do that.
The newborn mind flayer stares at you, weak and dazed.
Ugh. Don't want to turn into that, do we? Let me loot her. See if that key that we got maybe goes to the chest. It does. Okay, cool. onyx and some more gold. Okay. Maybe we can insert the rune into this.
The console appears dormant.
Insert the rune into the socket.
But what is its purpose? Will it free the captive or transform her like that other unfortunate?
Guess that's a risk we have to take. Let's try to take a closer look at the powered up console. Maybe we can figure this out. Nope, no clue.
Nothing in the appearance of the device betrays its purpose. It could do anything.
Well,
It could even transform the occupant of the pod, like what happened before.
it's a risk we have to take.
Suddenly, you feel a hideous squirming in your head. The parasite. Then discomfort fades, and another sensation washes over you. Connection. Authority.
Fill the pod open. Ignore the sensation. Oh, he's gonna try to ignore it. Does that not free the prisoner? Oh no. Place your hand on the console again. Alright, I guess we're gonna will the pod open. Natural 20. Oh, how lovely.
You feel the biomechanical
You rolled a 20 on this
brain
skill check. A
cancel
critical success and
process
I've automatically
required,
passed it.
and yield to it. A shiver runs across your mind. You feel sated.
Rescue the Illithid's captive.
At last.
Talk to the half-elf. We opened the pod using an Eldritch rune and freed the captive. We should speak to her.
I thought that damn thing was going to be my coffin. Thank you.
Your mind lurches into her thoughts. Her gratitude is mixed with wariness, because you have a Gith with you.
You keep dangerous company.
Dangerous company is what you need in a fight.
Fair point. Looks like there's plenty of fighting ahead. Let me come with you. We can get off this ship and watch each other's backs along the way.
Did you feel what I felt just before? We were in each other's heads.
I did. It must be because of those parasites they put in us. But that'll have to wait. Are we going to help each other or not?
Alright then. Let's get going. I'm a steer.
Shadowheart. One moment.
What's that?
It's nothing. Trust me.
Enough of this chatter. We need to get to the helm. Now.
She's right. Lead on.
Alright. We learned that the survivor aboard the Nautilord is called Shadowheart. She joined us. Okay. I feel like we still need to free these guys. That's what a steer would do. I mean, he didn't pass any of the checks, so...
The script.
Right is always right! Oh. I might have killed them. Oh god. Well... Guess not everybody gets to get off this ship. Nautiloid. Right. Ah. So what does everybody have here, I guess? That's what we need to figure out. So Shadowheart has the scroll to detect faults. She's got a mace, circlet, she's got armor, shield. Okay. So let's take a look at everybody's stuff. So
I crave blood.
alchemy, we're not gonna be able to do any alchemy. Um, Spellbook. Only have second wind, and then our weapon stuff.
Action.
Lae'zel, second wind. She has Mage Hand, Astral Knowledge. What about Shadow Heart?
Next, I wonder.
Okay, so she has spells. She's a level 1 cleric of Tricky Domain. Guiding Bolt, Healing Word, Inflict Wounds, Shield of Fate. Charm Person and Disguise Self are always prepared. Resistance, Guidance, Sacred Flame. Sure, grant another creature advantage on stealth checks. Firebolt. Oh, so you can prepare anything at level 1. Okay. That's good to know, right? It's good to know. For now, we'll just have you have what you have, but
No one back home will ever believe
considering
this.
we have no idea how long you're going to stay here, I guess let's try to do this really quick. Just to make sure we're fully ready.
We are nearing the helm. Once inside, do as I say.
Who put you in charge? I'll trust my own judgment.
Cane yank.
Okay. Well, I'm guessing this is probably the helm. Let's go inside. Oh god.
Connect the nerves of the transponder. We must escape. Now.
Do it. We will deal with the Geich after we escape. Impact is imminent.
We need to get a thingy in here. Connect the nerves of the transponder. The Mind Flayer told us we need to connect the nerves of the transponder to escape the hells. Alright. You reach him? Yep, okay. Go take out that imp, Lae'zel. There we go. See if we can loot some of this stuff. Put some stuff on him. Alright. You move much further? I don't think so. I think you're about out of movement now. Alright. What kind of stuff do we have? Well, we're not gonna need stealth checks, so that's what we could do is try and bash this. Let's go try and bash this boar's head. Missed. What else do we have? Shield of Faith. Protect our creature from attacks. Increase its armor class by 2. Anything weird? Okay. I don't think we need any of that. Okay, maybe shove this thing? Nice. Alright, Shadowheart, let's move.
Sometimes the only way out is through.
Let the big guy handle this. Rush attack. Okay, never mind. Let's see if we can pommel strike, maybe? There we go. Solid 2. Alright, let's finish this boar if we can. There you go, Lae'zel. Alright, let's get moving. Healing potions. You're low on hit points, using healing potion to recover. We will if we feel the need.
On my way.
What should we do? Let's see if we can Sacred Flame this imp. 65% chance. There we go. There's one more hit point left.
I wonder if this is worth the cost.
Let's move forward. Let's shoot it with our bow. There we go. Nice. Can I get up to it? No. Alright. We want to help him? I mean, that sword looks really good. I feel like we should help him. Let's see if we can at least. A little bit, maybe. I feel like we should try to get his sword. How good that is compared to what we have now. Alright. What would be better? 30%? 40%? Alright. Try a Sacred Flame. No. Alright, let's just get moving then.
Let's see what we have.
Let's get Shadowheart moving. Pick up that crossbow. Pick that up. Pick that up. Get you moving that way.
Can't even catch my breath.
See if I can get on his side, maybe. 40% chance. Let's go ahead and use our second wind to heal. Get ourselves fully healed there.
For your spine is mine.
I must reach the helm.
Nah, I want his sword. Come on. Your attack was resisted and the entity took half damage. Examine an entity to see its resistances. That's quite a lot of resistance. Basically everything we have it's resistant against. Push attack. We just use the Mind Flayer's help. We should be able to take it down, ideally. Oh.
Hurry before they strike.
Shadowheart, maybe you should clear out the way ahead. That would be a good idea, so we can get out of here if we need to. If we need to get out of here, then let's go ahead and just try to clear out the way ahead. Everyone's armor class 16, 15, 16. I'll save my spells for now.
Where do I go from here?
Alright. Come on. There we go. Solid 6. Okay. Come on. Lacerate him. Dang it. If maybe we can push him. Yeah, get him over there. So he'll move forward a little bit. See if we can move him closer to this edge way. Alright, I'm gonna loot these bodies. Alright, let's get Shadowheart forward. Let's just do another Sacred Flame on this guy. Dang it. Okay.
Never a dull moment.
Try to go around the side of him. Get around his backside. Oh yeah! Nice, we got a crit there. Oh god, they're coming towards. Oh no, this is not good. Oh, Shadowheart. Might have to deal with the threats. Nice! This could be doable. We could potentially kill him. Lae'zel hammer him. He's got his buddies coming in. We just need to try to do as much as we can for right now. Come on. Alright. Disengage, I know how that works. I need to heal, so... Two's healing word. Oh, come on, Shadowheart. What was that?
Survival is all that matters.
I'm gonna have to focus. I'm gonna have to help Shadowheart. There we go. Let's get you, like, over here, maybe? Attack opportunity by Shadowheart? Yep, miss. Ow. Oh boy. He's got his minions coming in. I want to try to get this sword, but if it becomes too bad, let's just get out of here. Alright. Come on. 4. He's got 45 hit points. Okay, that's good. That's good damage. Alright. See if we can go hit this guy. Come on. There you go, Shadowheart. Let's boost Lae'zel's AC, maybe? Since she's about to get hit, or she's the closest to getting hit. And Shadowheart, let's have you maybe move up this way.
Come on, can't stay idle.
Alright. Hamstring shot. Come on, man. Push that boar out of the way. There we go. Get him over there. Oh god. Here they come. Probably another turn before they get to us. We need to kill this thing, get the sword, and get out. Alright, come on, Lae'zel. Come on. That's good, that's good, that's good. That's really good. Okay. Sacred Flame. Why is can I hit him with Sacred Flame? 40% chance, Firebolt. I can't even. This is 25. Okay, let's Sacred Flame. God dang it.
Blood comes easy these days.
I'm gonna have to take this boar out right in front of me. Take him out. I'm gonna have to back you up
Wonder if the gods are
so you can get out of here if needed. Let's attack the Mind Flayer. Come on, Lae'zel, you got this. You got this, Lae'zel! 6. Just hit him. Oh my god, you suck. Okay, Shadowheart. Please, Shadowheart. Please. Failing me.
Time to push my luck.
See if I can bow shot him, maybe? No. Right. You're gonna have to just get back here. The Mind Flayer's down. I lost the Mind Flayer. Oh god. Down. Oh boy. We don't have any spell slots either to help them. Help down characters get back up if they regain hit points. Allies can help down characters by healing them or using the help action. I'm not gonna be able to get there to do that, but I just have to take a chance at hitting him. Come on. Oh, we got it. We got it. Okay. Pick up the sword. I don't have enough to help her. We're gonna have to hope she just lives. Can I send stuff away as an action? Like, can I send it? Okay, nice. Send it to a steer, just in case something goes wrong. I'm sorry, Lae'zel. We gotta book it.
No choice but to keep
Steer,
going.
can you get to it? No. What if I dash? Do I need an action to activate it? I don't know. Let's use our action to dash and try to use it.
Cursed.
Go, 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 go! Okay, we made it.
The helm's alien.
Let's go. We did it.
You made it.
We got the sword. Let's go. Uh-oh. That's not good. A steer! Duck! Alright. We've officially been knocked out of the Nautilus. Or were we knocked out yet? I don't know. I wasn't paying too much attention. I actually looked backwards. Because somebody wanted to talk to me. So I wasn't paying too much attention to what actually happened. Okay. This is where we are. Okay. So we had the whole shebandle. Uh-oh, uh-oh. Ah. Oh god, we're going out. I think we're about to die. This deer's run is over right here, right now. Oh. The heck? Something saved us. What was that? We're alive. We skipped an Autoloid. Wonder if Lae'zel's okay. Shadowheart? I don't know.
As you wake, the tadpole squirms in your skull.
Good to know that thing's still in our head. Check yourself for injuries.
Other than the infection, you're more or less intact. A miracle, given everything you've been through. But
You
it'll
are
all be
bloody.
for nothing if you don't find help soon.
Bloody
The
and
tadpole is
dirty.
a death sentence, and the clock is ticking. You need a cure.
Okay. Unique items. Go to your personal chest in camp during a long rest to find some of your unique DLC items. Don't know why it says that, because the only unique DLC item we have is die that you get if you just buy the game, because I don't have the deluxe edition DLC crap. So you can check your journal anytime to see a record of your adventure so far. We've already done that. So let's look at it now. So escape the Nautiloid. We escaped the hells on the Nautiloid. So we completed that. Now we are at find a cure. Objective. Find a way to remove the Mind Flayer parasite. We've escaped the hells on the Nautiloid and crashed somewhere back in the material plane. We need to explore the area and find a healer. Alright, let's take a look. We also do have a level up now, so we can go ahead and level up from level 1 to level 2. This game goes up to a maximum of level 12. So, let's see what happens. So our health increases from 12 to 20, and we get Action Surge. It's an action. Immediately gain an extra action to use this turn. Alright. That's solid. Now we can take 2 actions, and that refreshes, I think, every short rest or something. We'll find out. Oh, there's some bodies here. Oh. Shadowheart? Is that you? Shadowheart. The artifact. Whatever she had. Wake her, reach for the artifact, leave. Let's wake her up. Wake up.
You're alive. I'm alive. How is this possible?
I was hoping you might know that.
I remember the ship. I remember falling. Then nothing.
Now what?
First things first. We need supplies, shelter, and most of all, a healer. We might have escaped, but we still have these little monsters in our heads.
You have any idea where we are?
No, I don't recognize this place. But anything's an improvement on where we just came from.
What happened to our Gith friend?
You might want to reconsider calling her a friend. Looks like she ran off without us.
You want to stay together, I take it?
We need each other, and we both know what's at stake. Can't think of better company.
Alright, let's get moving.
One thing, just before we go. I wanted to thank you again for freeing me. It would have been all too easy for you to run right past my pod, but you didn't. I'll remember that. Lead the way.
Okay. Daughter of Darkness. Continue traveling with Shadowheart. We recruited a half-elf named Shadowheart. She was also aboard the Nautiloid, infected with a parasite. Alright, and then she also has a level up. So we can go ahead and do her level up. So her health goes from 10 to 17. Gets another level 1 spell slot. You gain a level 1 spell slot, which are restored on long rest. Gets a channel divinity charge. You gain the ability to channel divine energy, starting with 2 effects. Turn undead, and an effect determined by your domain. Replenished by short or long rest. Turn undead, action. Pray to turn all undead that can see you for 3 turns. The condition ends upon taking damage. Invoke duplicity. Distract your enemies with an illusion. Within 3 meters of the illusion, attack rolls have advantage for you and your allies. Both the attacker and the creature must be within 3 meters of the illusion. Okay, and we can prepare spells now. And inflict wounds. Petrify a creature with the necrotic energy filling your hands. It's 330 damage. Guiding bolt. The next attack roll against this target has advantage. That could be good. Healing word. Heal a creature you see. No effect on undead and constructs. Shield of Faith. Protect a creature from attacks. Increase its armor class by 2. Cure wounds. Heal a creature you can touch. No effect on undead and constructs. Well, I feel like we don't need 2 heals, right? That would make sense. So do we want a greater healing upon touch, or do we want a less healing, but you can do it from anywhere? Let's go, and we can change this later and stuff, so for now I think I'll do healing word. And let's see what some of the other stuff is. So, protect from evil and good. Protect an ally against the attacks and powers of aberrations, celestials, elementals, fae, fiends, and undead. The target can't be charmed, frightened, or possessed by them, and when these creatures attack it, they have disadvantage. Sanctuary. You or an ally cannot be targeted until you attack or harm a creature. You can still take damage from area spells. Until the affected entity attacks or harms another creature, it cannot be targeted by enemy attacks. However, it can still take damage from spells that influence a larger area. Bane. Up to 3 creatures receive a -1 d4 penalty to attack rolls and saving throws. Command. Command a creature to flee, move closer, freeze, drop to the ground, or drop its weapon. That probably would have been good because we wouldn't have to kill the guy for his sword. Bless. Bless up to 3 creatures. They gain a +1 d4 bonus to attack rolls and saving throws. That could be good. And then create or destroy water. Call forth rain or destroy a water-based surface. Let's do Bless. And for now, we'll keep the rest of these. If we want to change stuff, we can always do it via her spellbook. Change her spells. Alright. So now we have Shadowheart, the level 2 high half-elf cleric. Let's go ahead and look at our equipment now. We can equip that blade that we got, the Everburn Blade. 6 to 19 damage, 2d6 plus 3 slashing, plus 1d4 fire. Silent flames surge the length of the blade as soon as it clears the scabbard. It's a great sword and 2-handed. That'll be our melee weapon. And then we're going to continue to use the bow as our ranged. Shadowheart. So she has a shield and a mace. Is scale mail, which would increase her armor class. So that could be good to use for her, because it would increase her armor class by 1. So let's do that. So what is her stuff that she has? Fear of wolves. There's wolves. It steps in a 9 meters of a looping creature mistakes or become frightened. She has Acolyte as her background, I'm assuming. Foreseeing Insight and Religion. Domain spells. You gain spells from your domain, they are always prepared. You have proficiency with spears, pikes, halberds, and glaives, and proficiency with light armor and shields. Sleep in the dark to 12 meters, and advantage on saving throws against being charmed, and magic can't put you to sleep. Proficiencies looks like all simple weapons, flails, glaives, halberds, morning stars, and pikes. and light armor, medium armor, and shields. Okay, so what do you have right now? A mace that does 2 to 7 damage. That does 2 to 5. What do all these other things do that we have? 2 to 7, 2 to 7. I guess you could take one of these crossbows, just in case you need something for ranged, right? You're not proficient with longsword or scimitar, not a short sword either. Alright, so I guess you'll run with that for now.
No one stopped me.
I don't really think I have anything else that's going to help us right now, but we do have a lot more that we have to keep going forward. So, we are currently at 2 hours. I think I'll go to the 2:30 mark, and then we'll call it for this first part. So, let us continue on our journey. And try to loot as much stuff as possible, see what we can find. Highlight items. Highlight nearby items make it easier to find loot, and you hold this down to highlight them. It won't highlight everything though. Ruffle some blackguard hat? Blackguard hat? Oh yes, that is totally what Istar would wear. Or Istir, not Istar. Istir. Take that off, because he would not wear that. I don't think Shadow Art would wear it either. And a potion of healing. Let's see what else we can find. Murgrass. And then we unlock recipe unlock suspension of Murgrass. And that goes in the alchemy menu. Essentially, that is going to be part of an extract for suspensions here. So suspension of Murgrass, we need 3 Murgrass to make 1 of those. Okay, some more gold. Got one of these intellective hours. Okay. Some buckets of fish here. Take the stuff. Be sure to collect food and drink as you find it in the world. You will need these supplies to restore your health and resources when taking a long rest. Alright, take all that. Essentially, if you click for the tooltips and you go over that stuff, it will have what it actually is. But right now it's all in the camp supply pack. So you see, supply pack is 40, fish head is 1, fish is 4, headless fish is 4. Ooh, shanties for the bitch queen. Here we go. He's trying to get some new insight, you know, because he didn't read much as a child. And we all row with a spray upon our necks, and we all row with a spray upon our backs, and we all row the sea beneath our feet, and the bitch queen stays the storm. Wave, mother, lash us to the prow. Wave, mother, we ask to sail your skirt, if you allow. What the fuck? Wave, mother, sink us if you will. Wave, mother, our skulls are yours with brine and sand to fill. He's so confused by this. Souls away and anchors still. The wind won't move without the bitch queen's will. We'll wait gladly years and days till the bitch queen brings the waves. Hey ho, she told us so. Hey ho, she told us so. You can read books and notes you've picked up in your inventory. We know how to do that. Okay, backpack. 4 gold, some water, and 2 apples, which each are 3 camp supplies. Okay. Anything maybe down here that we can find? Doesn't seem to be. Okay. Oh, got a fisher here. Perfumed letter. Sigh, I love you. There, I said it. And if you meet me tomorrow, I'll say it again and again, and keep on saying it till we're old and gray. So let's do it. Let's go to Baldur's Gate. I know it's risky, but so's staying here. The last few months have been hard, but they're always a little easier when you're there. Leave your boat and meet me at the hill overlooking the old bridge. Bring whatever you can carry. We'll make do without the rest. Don't be late. Love, Anna. If I had to take an assumption, I don't think he made it. If I had to take a guess. Okay. Let's take a look here. Got a barrel. Got a single gold piece. Mangled fisher. We got some bottles and a fish. Abducted commoner. Some gold. Oh crap. There's more of the intellect of ours in there. The brains.
More of those wretched things.
Let's try to go around here and check out this area first. Oh, found some belladonna. Recipe unlocked. Sublimate of belladonna. So that's a sublimate. We discovered a waypoint. You'll be able to teleport to this location by selecting on your map. So we need 3 of those to make the sublimate. Waypoint is over there. It's a little sigil thing. Dead fisher. We got a mug and a fish. Anything? Another thing of murgrass over here. We will go ahead and pick that up. Got some barrels. Some more gold. We got a thieves' tools. If we need to open something now. Rope, trap disarm toolkit, and a hammer. Another thing of murgrass. Alchemy. Your party has found some alchemical ingredients. Gather them into one inventory and use alchemy to craft your own potions, poisons, and elixirs. So now we can go into alchemy. We can go to suspensions. You can also do extract all ingredients. And we can make one suspension of murgrass. Recipe unlocked. Potion of mind reading. So potions wise, we can make a potion of healing, but we would need a salts of rogue's morsel. Potion of mind reading, but we would need a sublimate. We can make an elixir of resistance of fire. We would need ashes of dragon egg mushroom and any salt. Grenades. We can make alchemist's fire, ashes of fire amber, and any salt. And coatings, oil of accuracy, ashes of dagger root, and any salt. Okay. Got a gold, some fish. There's a belladonna up here. Simply how this works is you can either go up to it and you can fast travel to multiple. This is the map of your surroundings. You can view quest locations and place custom markers. You can also teleport to waypoints you have by selecting them, and you can teleport places and stuff like that. So the only ones that we have is either camp, which we're not going to right now, or the overrun roads, which is where we're at. And you simply just come out this way. You can also access it via the map just by going to that. You can click on it and it will do that. Ooh, dagger root. Recipe unlocked. Ashes of dagger root. So we got our ashes now. We just need to find some more dagger root. Door here.
Won't get that open easily.
You can use your thieves tool to pick a lock, or you can find its key. Be warned, your thieves tools will break on a failed attempt. Okay, let's not attempt to open that then. At least for now, since we only have the one thieves tool. I don't want to break it just yet. Abducted commoner. It's got a dagger. I wonder if we could take a stealth approach to this. Shh. Nope. Okay. Positioning is important. Range attacks from above are more likely to hit, while range attacks from below hit less often. I was going to try to get above them, but it seems we were spotted before we could do that. Seems like this might have been part of the nautiloid that crashed.
Best keep some distance, or this will be a short fight.
See if we can just go bash them. Shared initiative. Party members next to each other in the initiative order can act simultaneously. You can switch between them freely and take their actions in any order. Go! Nice with the crit! Okay, Shadowheart. Oh, intellect devour cerebellum. Recipe unlocked. Suspension of cerebrospinal fluid. So that is another suspension. Okay. I don't have any more things that I can do otherwise. Shield of Faith or Healing Word. I don't need to do that. Alright. I'm honest here. There we go. No brain on that one. Alright. Let's move forward a little bit. Stay where we're at. For the most part. Alright. Go, Shadowheart, go! Okay, 2. Mysterio, you finished the job?
You fight well.
Here we go.
Perhaps our survival isn't such a distant prospect.
Okay, so let's go to inventory. So Shadowheart has her own alchemy pouch. Let's go ahead and send that to Istir so that it's in our pouch and we don't have to worry about it being in somebody else's pouch. Because I don't know how that works. I think you have to. I think if I want to do that, I would have to go to Shadowheart and then go to Alchemy and do it via her. Oh no, it seems it goes into everybody. Okay. So now we know that it goes into everybody's inventory.
No time to rest.
Just from the description it made, it didn't seem like it did. Alright. So there's a pathway there. Can we jump down here without taking fall damage? Yeah. Well, it seems there's a pathway that way. And there's a pathway this way. Silver locket, gold, a rapier, and a kiwi. What's a rapier do? 4 to 11 damage. Is Shadowheart proficient with a rapier? I don't think so. I think it's a martial. Yeah. She's definitely not proficient with it. Or I am proficient with all martial weapons, basically, I think. Because of being a fighter. And it is a martial weapon. Okay. Go up here. There's a mind flare. He knows what a mind flare is now because of that. Lae'zel talking to him about it and all that. Void bulb and a potion of speed. Okay. Potion of speed. Gain an extra action, a +2 bonus to armor class, advantage on dexterity saving throws, and double your movement speed. And that's for 3 turns. When the condition ends, become lethargic. And then void bulb. 1 damage. Throw this alien bulb at a target and possibly pull in nearby objects and creatures. Okay. That could be useful. Let's see. Can we get up here? You stepped in a surface that could become dangerous affected by elements like fire lightning. Most surfaces like this can be washed away with water. Okay. Oil of accuracy. Coat your weapon to receive a +2 bonus to attack rolls with an oiled weapon. Okay. Another mind flare. Spiked bulb. Barbs inside this bulb explode on impact, making all nearby creatures bleed. And we got another void bulb. Alright. That seems to be this section of the Nautiloid cleared. It seems like it branches out maybe some towards that way. I guess let's go this way first, maybe? Maybe it'll all loop around. Okay, there's another intellect devourer. Nothing on him. Okay, we got another thieves' tools. Water. This one's locked. Okay. I guess we've got 2 of them. Let's see if we can maybe open this. We got a +1 to dexterity, and we can use Shadowheart's guidance. We only need a 5. We only need a 5. And we got a natural 20. That works perfectly fine. We have some gold and a leather helmet. Alright, what does the leather helmet do? Anything special? Ooh, dexterity saving throws +1. Let's go ahead and put that on. Yeah, I don't think a steer would wear that. That looks kinda grabby. But the good thing is we can go here because it has stats and we can make it to where our helmet will hide and then we don't have to see that. Which is good. So I don't have to stare at that ugly helmet. Alright, let's take a look around. Is there anything over in the water here? Oh, there's some clamshell. That do anything special? I don't know. What's a clamshell do? Nothing. Alright, some belladonna over here. I think we need 1 more of those. Oh, and another murgrass. Nice. You can see another clamshell. Yes, I do. Like, me and Shadowheart are kind of matching right now, isn't that sweet? We're matching. Alright. So, for alchemy... Oh no! We have enough belladonna. Nice, so we can make a sublimate of belladonna. Elixir of Peerless Focus. Alright. That's in the elixir tab. Spellcaster who can maintain their spells about as useful as a chocolate kettle. We need any ashes. But we can't make a potion of mind reading. Fragments of memory and perception smatter this liquid accrued constellation of thought. Why not? Let's do it. So that does Drink to probe into the minds of those around you. You'll be able to read the thoughts of certain creatures while speaking with them. Oh, that lasts until a long rest. We can detect people's thoughts. Alright. Maybe we'll make use of that in a little bit. If we find some people we want to talk to. That would seemingly be interesting. Okay. Here's some balsam. Recipe unlocked. Ashes of balsam? Balsam? So that's ashes? Nice, okay. So we got another thing of ashes that we can make. Let's go down here. Do we have to jump, or can we? I think we have to jump down here. Yep, come on down, Shadowheart. The water is fine. There's a rock here. Oh,
Deep grooves in the mud.
I hear somebody. Something around this rock. Oh, it's a chest. Harper's Notebook. A tattered collection of reports held together with a moon and harp seal. There is frequent mention of sacrilegious activity among a local Selûnite sect. We got a ruby. Harper's Map. The stained ragged map has passed through countless hands. A little harp marks an area called Moonrise Towers, with a small inky crescent sketched in the nearby forest. Below the crescent is a more recent scrawl. Cash. 2 potions of speed, 17 gold, and an onyx. Alright. Nice. So, do we know where that cache... Oh, look! Now we have a thing of actually where that cache is now. So when we go over that way, we can find that cache. That's pretty cool. Okay. I'm coming. I hear somebody. I'm on my way. Alright, let's get up here. Come on, Shadowheart. Gotta go help somebody. What's this? This seems to be a pod. Maybe this guy crashed down from this pod. Why is a pod here? Hello?
Hurry! I've got one of those brain things cornered.
Oh, we hate them.
There, in the grass. You can kill it, can't you? Like you killed the others?
Yeah. Easily. Stand back.
There. Can you see it?
What the? That's a boar.
Just a dumb boar. You're relieved until you see the flash of
Whoa.
a dagger.
Put it away. We don't need to fight.
Don't we? I saw you on the ship. Free.
You were on the ship.
You're in league with them, aren't you? Those tentacle... Ah!
Your mind twists. You're looking out of unfamiliar eyes, prowling dark, busy streets. You try to hold the memory, but it fades to the worm. The light, the fear.
What was that? What's going on?
It's the Mind Flayer's worm connected us. He says it like a mocking tone, like a lower tone, because he's trying to act smart, but he's not actually super smart about this. He just knows it because of, what happened to him, and that they're Mind Flayers because of Lae'zel and Shadowheart.
The worm. Of course. That explains things somewhat. And to think, I was ready to decorate the ground with your innards. Apologies.
Glad to see we're all caught up now. Apology accepted. I might have done the same where the roles reversed.
A kindred spirit. My name's Astarion. I was in Baldur's Gate when those beasts snatched me.
So, we're not going to introduce ourselves because we're not a Balduran. We're from Norfront, a town that was raided by orcs. So, tell them your name and your story.
My, you've been busy. So, did you learn anything about these worms while wandering the ship?
Yes. Unfortunately, they'll turn us into mind flayers.
Turn us into... Of course it'll turn me into a monster. What else did I expect? Although, it hasn't happened yet. If we can find an expert, someone that can control these things, there might still be time.
Control it. We need to get rid of it.
Well, yes, of course. But first things first.
You should travel with me. Our odds are better together.
You know, I was ready to go this alone. But maybe sticking with the herd isn't such a bad idea. And anyone that can crash a mind flare ship and walk away seems like a good person to know. All right. I accept. Lead on.
Okay. Now we have Astarion as our companion. Your party is shown on the side of your screen. The portraits show your character's health and conditions. Alrighty. Journal. Pale Elf. Continue traveling with Astarion. We met a strange elf who had also been infected with the parasite. He was hostile at first, but agreed to join us when he learned we were infected too. Okay, can we... This had to be probably where he came from. Alright. So I guess let's level him up. So he is a rogue. Right. We got a rogue, so we got a fighter, we've got a cleric, and we've got a rogue. His health goes from 10 to 17. He gets cunning action, hide, dash, and disengage. Which is simply he can do disengage, dash, and hide as a bonus action instead of a regular action. He's a high elf. Okay. What do you have? Let's see. You have some potions, thieves' tools, makes sense, you're a rogue. You got a dagger, a short bow. You got light armor, 11 armor class. Okay, characteristics. Charlatan. Proficiency in deception and sleight of hand. Level up training proficiency with long sword, short sword, laurel, short bow, and long bow. Dark vision, you can see up in the dark 12 meters. Advantage on safety throws against being charmed. Magic things can't put you to sleep. I'm curious as to what... Oh, your armor class is 14 because of your dexterity, right? Because you have 17 dex. Okay. What kind of weapons can you use? All types of simple. And crossbows, longbows, long swords, rapiers, and short swords. And you can use light armor. Okay. Well, if you're going to be a party member, let's get you geared up, huh? So, let's see what does the most here. 4705. Would that be saying that's going in his... Let's do this way, because I need to make sure it's doing the right damage as it's in his main hand. Okay. Long sword. You're not good with a scimitar. Ooh, rapier would be good. Or the short sword. Let's do a rapier, shall we? Could you do like a double-handed thing, like with the short sword? No. Okay. Let's put you with the rapier, since you're good with it, so... Since you happen to be good with the rapier, you can have the rapier. We're about to hit the mark, so... To end this off, let's talk to our team, and see if they have anything interesting to say, as of our progress right now. Wait a minute. Hold on. I see the boar. Hey, look, it's the boar! What's he doing there? Hello, buddy. Observe the boar to see what it does. Raise your palms to calm the boar. Attack lead. Let's observe the boar, see what it does. Oh. It's gone. Okay. Like I said, let's talk to our party and see what they have to say before we wrap up the first part of Baldur's Gate 3.
Astarion's an interesting find. Let's hope any future acquaintances don't hold a blade to your throat by way of introduction.
Okay. What's the story with that odd little artifact you have?
There's no story. None that you're entitled to hear, anyway. Just forget you ever saw it.
What do you think of all that's happened to us so far?
We haven't gone all that far yet. What are you referring to exactly?
You must have thoughts about our little stowaways.
Must I? Thinking about it won't help. We know what to do, so let's do it. Find a way to rid ourselves of these things. We've no solid leads right now, though. We'd best get hunting. If you discover anything that might help us, I'm all ears.
What will you do if we actually manage to remove the tadpoles?
I suppose we'd go our separate ways. Not a slight on your company, of course.
No reason for us to not stay together if we get on well. Where would you go?
Home. Baldur's Gate. There's someone waiting for me there. Someone I have to reach. As soon as possible.
Family? A friend? A lover?
Let's just say it's a very personal, very private acquaintance.
How am I holding up in your estimations?
I must admit, you've been a surprise. And not an unpleasant one. Kindred spirits are few and far between for me. Besides, you saved my life aboard the Nautiloid. How can I do anything but sing your praises?
Yeah. Well, that's all that's happened to us.
Fine.
The same thing that we just
What's on
did.
your mind?
Yeah, okay. We should get to know each other a little more.
Must we? No harm in a little.
I mean, if I'm traveling with you, I want to get to know you. We have to rely on each other. Easier if we knew each other as well.
Easier's often less interesting. Besides, we've plenty of reason to rely on each other already. You can't confide in just anyone about a monster in your head.
You're deflecting. Are you hiding something from me?
Say for a moment that I was. Do you think your blunt approach would get me to confess?
I suppose not. We can let the matter rest for now, if you'd rather.
Good. I like you. And you did save my life. I wouldn't want to sour things between us. Not while we need each other.
Alright. What does Astarion have to say?
Well, hello. What can I do for you?
Tell me about yourself.
Oh, what's to tell? I'm a magistrate back in the city. It's all rather tedious.
Alright. Oh, you gained a point of inspiration. Use it to try again when you fail a roll. Okay. So, for Noble, learn Astarion's history as a magistrate. Okay. So that's our first bit of inspiration. So, I'm of Noble, Lae'zel's a soldier, Shadowheart's an acolyte, and Astarion's a charlatan. Alright. Let's look at our stuff here. Daughter of Darkness. We learn that Shadowheart needs to reach Baldur's Gate to fulfill a mission for her goddess, though the details of that mission are a mystery. Alright, well I guess we're gonna go ahead and wrap things up here with our little trio here of Ystir, Shadowheart, and Astarion. As next time we will be making our way around this area, the Nautiloid, maybe making our way towards this cache, and just, you know, seeing what's going on, because, I mean, we haven't, maybe we'll find more people, maybe we'll find Lae'zel, and we're gonna find out next time on Baldur's Gate 3. Hope you all did enjoy. I'm gonna go ahead and save really quickly. We'll just take over the first save, and yeah, I'll see you all in the next episode. Goodbye, everyone.